Well, my name is Colt Elam. This is my wife, Kathy. We live here in south of Tucson currently, about 20 miles south of Tucson, a little town of Green Valley, Arizona. We grew up in a small farming town called Duncan, Arizona, over on the eastern state side of the state between Arizona and New Mexico there.
We went to high school together, small town.
She talked me into getting married at 18, so we pulled the trigger on that deal and moved over here to work with my dad's construction company. It was neat to grow up in a small town like that because of the relationships you can build and the people that you get to know. But we definitely knew that we wanted to progress further business-wise than what was offered to us at that time. And being 18 years old, it was either go work for the mines or go work for the farms, and we weren't really interested in doing that. It's kind of funny how each kid was like a big transition. When we moved out here when Carly was born, started working with my old man.
We lived very simple. We had one vehicle and
single wide trailer falling apart around us.
Yeah, just very different. And then we had baby number 2, and he was working his way to find something better for us. And
that was when we got the fire department.
Did the fire department, and we had Aaliyah. She was 2 at the time when he was doing the training academy for the fire department.
So there's quite a few of us Elams on the Tucson Fire Department. It was like at one time, before we all started leaving, there was like 14 of us on the job at one time. So we kind of had a reputation to maintain and keep up, but we also figured out, me and Blue, I think more than the rest of the family there, that as good of a job as it was or is, it was still a job. And you know, if we could find something better, why not?
And then my son Ryder's about the time we had him when we got introduced to network marketing and started working there.
So each kid kind of brought a new chapter besides having them, but business-wise as well. This is our rat with a personality. This is Lucy. The kids fell in love with her when she was just a pup, and so now I think she's my best friend in the house most of the time. So she's a keeper. For me, I remember calling Blue.
It was about 1:30 in the morning. I'm right back here in bed. I remember the phone ringing. I grabbed the phone, and Colt's just, kind of excited. I mean, you hear that tone in his voice, and he said, "Man, sorry to wake you up, but I just had to talk to you." He said,
"I get it." He goes, half asleep. Get what? I said, "I get how we get paid in this deal." And I said, "Why can't we do this? Why can't it be us?" He says, "Well, it is us. We're doing it." And I said, No. We're signed up and we're doing it. But I said, "Why can't we be those top dogs in a company? Why can't we be the ones that build these massive organizations and come across stage, making fantastic money and being recognized for some serious accomplishments?" And I said, "I'm in, let's do this." And so from that point forward, my whole focus and confidence in the business was shifted and elevated because my expectations and my hopes had been elevated of what this industry had to offer. LifeVantage is changing, I think, the industry and the perception of what people think of a network marketing company because of how it's being done here. It was actually on a day off. I remember my aha moment of when I really decided that this was a business worth pursuing, and I mean treating it like a business. And when I finally clicked for me, I saw the power of duplication. I saw how leveraging other people's efforts and working together as a team can create exponential wealth, and how making 1% of 100 people's efforts is far better than 100% of my own. Probably a year from that aha moment, a year later we were walking away from the fire department because we had found this and made that decision and said, this is where we need to go put in that full-time effort and make it happen. We've got to spend a lot of quality time and quantity of time with our kids, and that comes out in their personality now. Racing has always been my personal passion. I mean, I kind of drug Kathy into it. As her being married to me, she's got to deal with it, right? But it's been something that, I think every family has their hobbies and their things they go do. Because of LifeVantage and because of the success we're now having as a business here, that we can now realistically start participating more at that level ourselves and not do as much spectating and cheerleading and supporting. We can actually produce our own race team and get more involved. But it's because of this business that we have the resources and the time to do that. When we made the leap of faith into network marketing full time, It was at the end of '08, first of 2009. The economy was very sour here, just like everywhere else, and jobs weren't available, raises weren't happening. The fire department was on a hiring freeze. I think they still are, and it was a very risky, and what some people told us, a very stupid thing to do. But there's a quote, I think, from old Jim Rohn that I've always looked back to, because it's absolutely true, and it's that if you're not willing to risk the unusual, then you'll have to settle for the ordinary.
Nothing. I didn't know anything about network marketing. I was scared, but it's turned out really good for us. Yeah. It's allowed us to do a lot more things that we want to do. It opens up more options for the kids, for all of us.
Me and Blue had great mentors in our life and in this business, and support from the folks that got us involved. I mean, we have a sponsor into the business that brought us in, and in the very beginning, when you're trying to start, the hardest part is talking to people and exposing all this and communicating it. So having that third-party help, it was tremendous. So that's why we do what we do today. I mean, we pay that forward, because without the support of those folks that came to help us get started, we probably wouldn't have made it. But I also understand that is a missing link in the chain. I mean, if that link is broken, the load falls and it's not there. So it's vital to every distributor's success to have that support, because I know that firsthand, because it was for us. So we want to make sure that we're paying that forward.